Alright, here we are back at the vehicle. This is our part 2 of the clogged exhaust video. Last time we had diagnosed what we thought was a clogged exhaust, and now what we have is we've removed the catalytic converter from the vehicle. As soon as we pulled it out, what we wanted to do was look in the front end here, and we can see some debris. Hopefully that'll come through the video. But we can show in there there's dust in there, and it looks like particles probably from that honeycomb coming apart in there. So anyway, we can see that. If it doesn't come through the video, there are speckles and bits and pieces in there. It's not burn up looking, but it does look like there's debris in there. And then the next thing we did, we went ahead and pulled the oxygen sensor out so we can swap it into the new parts that we got. And we noticed that there's a dent right here on the end of the oxygen sensor. Pulled it out, and the students discovered that the catalyst appears to have slid back. So if you can see, there's a divot in the catalyst. It apparently has been shoved back by the pressure. That's the only thing we can figure out. And then in the process of doing that, it damaged this sensor. Now, since the sensor isn't extremely difficult to replace, I think we're going to see if this sensor will continue to monitor the efficiency of the new catalyst, and if we have a concern with it, we'll go ahead and replace it at a later date. But this is our new part. See, we got it from locally sourced parts here, and it comes in 2 pieces, so it's going to be a little bit easier to get out. It does not have the heat shield that the original one had, but it was substantially cheaper than an OEM part. So we're going to go ahead and install our new catalyst, and then put our oxygen sensor in, bolt everything up, and then we're going to do some tests and see if we've resolved our concern. Here's the catalyst removed from the vehicle. I took a chop saw and cut both the ends off of the catalyst. Now we can look at it a little bit better in here. So this is what it looks like from the front side. So you can see that there are specks. It almost, to me, looks like kitty litter or something like that. What I did was I went ahead and put this light behind here. Hopefully I can see or show you. It's not going to come in perfectly, but what I'm trying to do is show you that there are only a few spots in here. There are a lot of plugged cavities in here. It's a little bit difficult to show you exactly what I can see with my eyes, but if you look, not every one of those holes is free, and that's what we can see. Even from the front here, it doesn't look, I mean, it doesn't look good, but it doesn't look horrible. But if you try to look through it, you know, you can definitely tell that there's a problem with it. So I feel pretty comfortable. All right, the catalytic converter has been replaced. We're going to hook this electrical connector back up, and I'll show you what all we did here. We got the new new pipe come over, new clamp. That's where it came separated in the box. We run it with the hangers all the way back to this connection, and then secured the rest of the exhaust down here. We're going to go ahead and drop the vehicle down and do some tests and determine if the vehicle runs better. Can't wait. Okay, now we got the vehicle down. We've got the cat replaced. We're going to redo the vacuum test and see if it gives us the same result that we had when the exhaust was vented. Okay, Jacob. 20 inches now. We'll run this up in RPM. Now our vacuum went up a little bit, that's normal. When we reduce it, it'll drop, but it will immediately come back. Like that. And we just bounced it off the rev limiter. We weren't able to do that the first time, so this vacuum test passes. Now we're going to do a road test. Okay, so now that we've got the the converter replaced. We did a vacuum test and it passed. Finally, we're going to verify the repair here with a road test. So we're going to pull out and try to mirror the same test we did earlier and see if this thing will get out of its own way. Say we fixed it.
Yeah.
Can't hardly complain about that. That was about a 3/4 throttle acceleration. She got out of her own way. No lack of power whatsoever. I think we did a good job here. What do you think?
Oh yeah, 6
All
grand
right.
out of me, man.
We're going to take it back to the lab and do a little quick wrap up. Okay, here we are. Vehicle's been repaired. We verified that we've eliminated the symptom on a test drive. I think we're going to wrap this one up. Again, we did a vacuum test basically to diagnose this. We had some codes. We're going to look those over, possibly unrelated. We don't know if there's a little bit of an exhaust leak left over. Has nothing to do really with the catalytic converter plugging problem. So we're going to wrap this video up. Just cheap tools and a little bit of knowledge, and we figured this one out. So good job.